today we will be taking a look at what would happen if Finland had an empire. And I've been trying to do this for the last 5 days, but I didn't do that because, like, why? So the first thing they're gonna do is just get the north part of this, northern part of Norway, and then they go over to Russia and they're like, "Oh, we crushed you in the Winter War. Now we're gonna crush you again. We want the Kola Peninsula and this thing down here." And they also take some state in Russia, and that is done for their expansion right now. And then their other expansion plan is to go and take northern Sweden. And now their panhandle problem is fixed. If you didn't know, Finland had a panhandle here. So over here, this was a panhandle, but now we fixed it. Like, literally, we fixed it. Now they're threatening Norway. I don't know where the Norwegian capital is, but I think somewhere like over here. Norwegian people like fish, just like me. I like fish, don't get me. And and this is their first ever country taken. I don't know how they would do in Russia, but it's their area, so they would be like the buffest country in the world. Now their empire has grown to a big empire. Maybe they're one of the biggest countries in the world now, who knows? But now they're starting to threaten Estonia because they're sending over some Navy troops to this island here, which they already are planning to annex, which they do a week later. They annex this island and start a full-scale invasion. I don't know if this would happen in real life because I believe Estonia and Finland are really good friends. But anyways, and this is another universe. Every country is by itself, no allies. Like, France and USA. That's the only now they have a weird border tactic right here. It's only like a slither connecting. It's only a slither connecting to like Estonia. So they can fix that by getting some parts of Russia over here. And they also take this really long state and that state up north, and they did. Oh, I didn't know this thing was part of this. I thought it was its own separate state. I didn't know that. But Russia has some weird borders. They also start a full-scale invasion of Sweden. I sometimes forget the words that I'm gonna speak. So also they are about to take over, and finally they are like, okay, damn, Finland's too strong for us. We just surrender. So here we have a peace treaty, and all of Sweden is annexed by Finland. And this part over here is mostly the southeast part of Sweden is made a puppet of, well, Finland. They also now start expanding in the Baltics. Oh god, I used the wrong brush. I used the wrong brush, excuse me. God, something is bad here. Now they start a full-scale invasion of Latvia. Yeah, it's Latvia. Of course it is. After a few months of fighting, finally Latvia surrenders. And then they start an invasion of Lithuania. Lithuania. And they actually take it pretty easily. Maybe it's even more land than Lithuania. And now that is all for, after taking Latvia, Lithuania, they send their navy over here. It's a 16-hour trip, and finally they land in Iceland, which they invade pretty easily because they invade the east pretty easily because it's one of the least populated areas. Like, almost no one lives there. and finally they face some tensions. They finally face problems at the west, cause it's where the most where they the Navy and Air Force and Army, the military is protecting it most. So after a couple of months of fighting, they finally annex all of Iceland. And then they are looking